internship. I'm not saying how many of us have not, or that not naming names. First place is a tie between, and with 35 points out of a 50 total. It's often hard to define the very best day of your life. A wedding day, the day your kids are born. Meeting someone special. It's not hard for me to define the very worst day of my life. Yesterday is that day. My sweet, sweet son took his life. And it just didn't feel real. I just wanted to wake up from the bad dream and have it all be over. We just kept saying, this can't be real, this can't be real, this can't be real. Please make this. Please make this go away. It's the hardest thing I've ever had to go through in my whole life. Something I would never wish on anyone. I just want to feel him. I just want to feel him again. I just keep waiting for him to walk up the stairs and tell me a joke or make me laugh or tease me, or I can just see him. Madeline and I were talking yesterday. We'd give just anything to have 3 minutes with him. It's like 1 minute. I'd give anything for 1 minute. Even 1 second. 1/2 of a second. I'd take a 1/2 a second to hug him and say I love you. I would take it. I'd give up every worldly possession I have. Michael and I wanted the kids sleeping in the same room with us last night, and I don't think any of us were able to sleep. It's just this ache in my heart, in my stomach. It hurts so bad. It's just this big void, aching pain. My parents were able to fly out, and Michael's mom was able to come out last night, and be with us and help us take care of everything, and that's been really nice. And my brother lives close, so he came over right away, and we've had a lot of outpouring of love, and it's just hard when it doesn't make sense. That the warning signs of suicide have been there in the past, but they weren't here currently. And he was planning for future with his girlfriend and wanting to get married and find an apartment together, and he had a really good job, and he even turned in his paperwork to get paid for it, and he was going to get a truck. They were going to give him a truck to drive for work, and he was super excited about that, and asking Michael and I about finances and showing proof of finances so that that they could move in together. And it feels like we got broadsided by this. It's totally unexpected and heartbreaking and horrible. And we're all dealing with the grief in different ways. Madeline's handling it pretty well. Today we just spent the day. It was so wonderful. Just watching YouTube videos. I'm just so grateful that I have them. I have all those precious videos. It's such a blessing. As I watched the YouTube videos, I got to see that he only got to live a short 20 years, but in that 20 years, he got to live a full life. He got to travel the US, he got to live in the Dominican Republic, go to Thailand and have amazing experiences in Thailand. And then he got to fall in love. He got to do all the things. And I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful that I had those memories documented. Today is day 2 after Heaven Day, after Reece went to heaven. So that was Saturday, today's Monday, and it's kind of a curse and a blessing that the kids have school. It's their first day of school today, because it feels weird to jump right back into real life so soon. I feel like everything should just stand still for a month at least, and we just stay here and be together and remember and talk and love. All 3 kids had first day of school today. Madeline has decided she's going to go, and with the stipulation that she can call me at any time to come pick her up. If she doesn't want to be there. Mason, same thing. Mason decided that he is going to go. It's his first day of high school. So new school. And it's freshman day only, so he can kind of get settled and know where everything is and meet his teachers and stuff. So he's going to go. Maya has opted not to go. Has been in contact with her school. And they've excused her for the whole week. So she might start school next week. We're just going to take it on a day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute basis. So we are up and getting ready for school.
First day of school outfit. This is all the clothes that Reece has given me over the last few years. And so I decided to wear this outfit for first day of school.
I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So sleeping arrangements last night. Michael was asking, so what happened last night? So the first night, Michael and I were really adamant that everybody sleep in the bedroom with us. Oh, sorry, Madeline, it's not ready yet. And so we all slept in my room, a mattress on the floor, Mason on the couch, Madeline in my bed. And so then last night we did the same thing, but Mason decided he wanted to sleep in his room. So, so Michael's like, how did I get bumped out of rotation last night?
And so Mason came in, and then I scooted over, and then Maya came in.
So
I got bumped
when
out.
Mason got in the bed, we had 4 people in the bed.
You didn't get bumped out before me because when I got out of bed, there was 5 people in bed and a dog, I think.
Oh,
So we bumped Michael out of rotation, and he went on the mattress on the floor, and then Madeline got bumped out of rotation.
Yeah, I was kind of confused on what really happened.
I was thinking it could have been us 4, like not really small.
So then us, me, Maya, and Mason were in the bed all night, and then about and then about
What do you mean? I had a lot of room on my end.
yeah,
Yeah,
thanks.
I looked over and we did.
But
About-
Mama was sleeping right there.
Yeah, and then Belle kept trying to get on the bed. I kept trying to get her off, and Maya was finally like,
She
just
came
leave her
and laid
on.
on my legs. She did it like 5 different times, so I was like, whatever, I don't care anymore.
At 3 a.m, I felt. And so I like grabbed the hand. I'm like, whose hand is this? Is this Maya's hand? This is Maya's hand petting me. So we held hands for a while. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I think I thought that you were having a nightmare for a second. But I might have just been dreaming, but I thought I heard someone crying, so I thought it was you, so I started petting your head.
That was nice. That's the nice thing about right now is I think we all kind of take turns being the comforter, and we take turns being the one that needs comfort. And it's just, you know, whoever's struggling, you know, somebody notices and comes over and just sits and bees with the person.
I don't know for sure if I'm gonna have to wear a vest. But I have
Okay, and then we're gonna need one with you and Richard. Let's go.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
Maya. Okay, boys, love you. Do good. Be nice to everybody. Have a good first day.
Oh, look there, Bridger is with his girlfriend.
There's Mason and Richard. We just dropped off Mason and Richard at school. And like I was saying before, I don't think I finished my statement, but it's a curse and a blessing, I think, to have school today. It's kind of a curse because, you know, we're having to jump right into things, but also a blessing, I think, in a way, because we just have so much time to just sit and think and mourn and be sad, and it's hard. I mean, it's almost like 24 hours a day because we're not sleeping well, and so it's like you almost don't get a break from the sadness, and so hopefully this gives him just a little bit of a reprieve from sadness. We're all just grieving a little bit differently, don't you think, Maya?
Yeah.
So Maya and I and Madeline are probably pretty similar.
We just cry.
We just cry pretty much every
Second.
every second.
Every 20 minutes, probably.
Yeah.
Have a mental breakdown every 20 minutes.
And it's just consistent little teary breakdowns, and you never know what's gonna set it off. It just comes up, it bubbles up constantly. It's like, so maybe it's like Yellowstone. So Maya and Madeline and I were like the bubbling pots in Yellowstone, where there's always bubbling our emotions and crying and being sad. Michael's more like Old Faithful. He has some, he like stays strong
He's
most
just
of the time.
pretty sad, and then every once in a while we'll just break down and start crying.
But
And
that's only
maybe
a couple
once
times
every
a day.
2 hours.
Yeah. And Mason, I feel like he's just really trying to distract himself, and he opens up when somebody comes and approaches him individually. I feel like he kind of needs that support of somebody there to help him manage those emotions. So he just like distracts, doesn't want to think about it, can't think about it, it hurts too much until somebody's there to like just, you know, sit with him, wrap their arms around him, and then he'll share a little bit, he'll open up. So we kind of each take turns. So going, just checked on Mason, who's with Mason. understand that it looks different for each one of us. And I do love it. I just feel like it's just this big rotation of whoever is hurting and whoever can hear the crying. You know, somebody, Reece gets up and goes and sits with the person. And that's been really neat to see, you know, that give and take from everybody in that way. So also, if you just need to talk, Madeline.
I can call.
Yep,
What
you can call.
Whatever you guys. I know. One that made this. Hey, look.
Madeline, you're not being very quiet in your quiet room.
Madeline's giving us a school tour. Madeline petitioned for the quiet room. So the school voted, and everybody voted that this would become the quiet room. And you can sign up and just come here if you need a quiet space. So this is the Montessori room, so it's a Montessori method. Michael and I are picking up journals. These are going to be everyone's Reese's journal, so that we can, as memories come up, as we want to write him notes or just not forget things, then we can just write in our Reece journal. So show me yours.
It's mine.
You'll be able to see it better when it's out of plastic. You don't have to get it out now. We're trying to pick from Mason which one you would like better. Right now we're trying to pick songs for Reese's memorial. It's not typical.
This is just what actually
This is what everybody should sing.
He liked it once.
We have to make a lot of decisions, and we're trying to involve the kids in as much of it as possible, because you know, this is not just you know, we want everybody's insight and input into Reece and what would be best. And so like Reece was so fun. Just so fun. And so we want the celebration of his life to reflect him. And so we're talking about you know, we're going to do a little family viewing, and so we're talking about what clothes we want to have him in. So we're like, do we want him in snowboard clothes, or he was always just running around in like shorts and no shirt, and you know, so should we put him in that, or you know, so we're just coming up with all the ideas so that we can land on the best. Mason had a suggestion on what he cannot be in.
So, two things he cannot be in whatsoever is socks and underwear. He never, ever wore socks or underwear. Ever. Can I talk about the story about that I just told you guys about?
Yeah.
So, me and Richard, my buddy, we were in his room hanging out with him and his girlfriend. And he had my shorts on, so I was like, oh, those are my shorts. So I went up to him while he was like standing up, and I just pulled him straight down. And not expecting him to be commando. And so my friend saw his junk, his girlfriend saw his junk. And even after that, he didn't put on clothes. He just put a blanket over himself. And acted like nothing happened. There's no way I'm gonna let him keep my shorts.
Not if he's not wearing undies. This isn't like a big fancy gift or anything, but it's something that I feel like might be helpful for us as we go through the grieving process, as memories come up, as we have feelings that maybe Reece is with us, and we have somewhere to keep all of that. So like if you want to
write a note to Reece, or you have a dream about Reece, or you have a, you know, just whatever, a memory, whatever comes up for you about Reece, you've got one spot out of your Reece journal that you can just have with you. You know, and you can have one spot so when you are sad or whatever, or you want to look back through memories that you have of Reece, then you've got just one place to go. And so Dad and I went and we picked out just different journals for each of you so that you have a place.
You just told them what it is.
I know, but they don't know what it looks like. They're individualized for each of you. We picked out something that we thought would be special for each of you.
Go ahead.
How do you open it? Can't break it.
It's just plastic. Slip it off the side, maybe.
But it's all connected. It's
Wrapping paper feels waxy.
It's expensive wrapping paper. I went and got special wrapping paper just for this.
Did someone specially wrap it?
And there's kind of a theme, and I didn't even realize I had done this theme until we laid them all out. And I was like, oh, these are all different, but with a theme to it. So Mason, yours looks like wood bark. And Azure has a tree of life.
And I have
Madeline,
a tree.
I loved this quote on the back of Madeline's Tree of Hearts journal. It is only with the heart that one can see rightly what is essential is invisible to the eye. And Maya also has a tree.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I gave you a pen. So you guys got KTM orange because Reece loved it. And you got pink because you're the love of his life. So you got the pink one.
Mine's not tree themed.
Yours isn't tree themed.
But
Because you picked yours out.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I was going towards trees.
Cool.
Here's this leather. And this is my journal. This is my Reece journal. My Reece boy.